I love my job. Don't you love your job,
One of those
Shannon?
days we're just happy to come to work.
I know. Our next guest is one of the most prolific and important songwriters of his generation. And over the years, he's produced hits for everyone, from Whitney Houston, Madonna, and Celine Dion, to Boyz II Men, Usher, and TLC. I'm out of breath. So many people,
And there's so
Shannon.
many more hits. You also know his classics like Whip Appeal, Tender Love, and Never Keeping Secret, Never Tell. Oh, sorry. I'll let him do all the
yes,
singing.
please.
And now he's back with another hit album and a starring turn on Broadway, Kenneth. And Babyface. Edmonds, I'm so excited. Babyface, welcome to Arise 360.
Good to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. I'm feeling under the weather, and all of a sudden I feel better.
So much better.
So much better.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about you by the numbers, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. 11 Grammys.
10.
10. Okay, got that wrong, but I
Working on
think
that
this is
other
right.
one.
All right, 125 top 10 R&B and pop hits, 42 R&B #1 hits, 16 #1 hits. That is an astounding record. What goes through your mind when you hear those numbers?
I don't really pay attention to those numbers.
You're kidding.
No, I don't. The Grammys I kind of pay attention to, but
We got that one. Right.
got that one. But the other stuff I don't really pay attention to it so much.
So since you're the master of writing hit songs, tell us, what is the key?
Write about things that people care about,
Okay.
and hopefully come up with a really good melody to say it.
I mean,
Okay.
you have
There you
some
go.
great melodies in this new album, Love, Marriage, and Divorce. That's an interesting title. How did you come up with that?
That was Tony's title.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
She wanted to sing about something that mattered to her, I guess. And divorce mattered to her because she just went through one. But she was ready to quit being in this business. She was kind of tired of the business of music, and I went to her and talked to her to kind of get her back on the right track, and told her she just needed to sing about some things that mattered to her. And so we decided to work together, and what was going on in her life, you know, she had just went through a divorce. She had a rough couple of years, so we thought we'd write about, we both can relate to it, love, marriage, and divorce, and that's how it happened.
Wow.
Right.
And you and Toni Braxton have been friends for many years. You've worked together in the past. What was it like to collaborate once again? And speak to us about the chemistry, because we've seen you on stage together performing, and the chemistry is magical.
Tony and I are kind of like brother and sister. I like to say the Black Donnie and Marie.
The Black Donnie and Marie.
There you
That's
go.
good.
But because we kind of actually off stage and in the studio, we kind of fight each other a little bit.
You do. You butt heads.
No question.
What do you fight about?
The songs, what songs we're going to do, the lyrics and how they go, and melodies. Because Tony really collaborated on this record. When I first worked with her years ago, she didn't have anything to say. She was a new artist, so I didn't want to hear what she had to say.
Oh, dang.
And
You had all the power.
I had all the power, and then she went and got famous, and
grew up.
And grew up, and then that was, and it changed. But the truth is, she brought a whole lot to the table, and I'm glad that we worked it out with each other. But it can be like a brother cat and dog thing, fight sometimes.
We recently saw you two in concert, and you put on quite the show. The audience ate it up. What's it like to still be warmly embraced by your fans after all these years?
I think that's...
And can you give us your Toni Braxton impersonation? Because that was really good on stage.
She's got me around. I don't. It's always great for an audience to react to you when they sing your songs and sing the words to it. That's like the best part of doing it all. And then you feel like it gives purpose to your work. And I'm not doing a Toni Braxton. I'm not doing it right now.
You're not doing it right now. Okay. All right.
It'll suck. I probably won't be very good at it right now.
I'm sure it will be. Why don't you
We don't want her to
try?
get mad at you, right?
No, I won't even try.
Well, you mentioned that Toni was considering walking away from the business. What exactly did you say to her to convince her to stay?
Toni has, already had such an amazing career already. She sold millions of records. I told her if she never had another hit, it wouldn't matter, because she's already accomplished more than anyone would ever expect. And because of that, she should just be able to be free to just make the music that she wants to make. And when she does that, and when she sings things that she cares about and she feels, then opposed to chasing a hit, that's when people fall in love with her. And that's what she did in the beginning. So just return to loving the music, and I think people will love you.
Yeah, well, they're also going to have an opportunity to love both of you on Broadway soon because you're both going to be not only working on this album together, but in After Midnight. It's a hit Broadway musical right now that celebrates the Cotton Club era in Harlem. What drew you to this project?
It was an offer that came to the both of us, and Tony's, done Broadway a couple of times, so, this is old hat for her. For me, it'll be my first time doing it, so I'm a little nervous about it and excited about it, but also really nervous about it as well.
What makes you nervous about performing on Broadway?
Never done it before, and then Broadway, it's the real thing. It's like you guys here right now. This is live. Mistakes and all. It's like you can't go back and do it over. No do-overs.
No do-overs. Well, are you doing anything to prepare yourself for it?
Well, he's doing a lot. What are you doing to prepare yourself?
I've seen the play about 3 times. Going to go a few more times because I love Dual Hill and Fantasia, and so I got to keep on watching it and just try to imagine me in that role.
Now, you're only scheduled to appear for 2 weeks.
Yes.
But if all goes well, fingers crossed, will you extend the run?
Let me just get through the 2 weeks first.
Well, have any of your friends that have done stage before, or Tony, have they given you any advice?
Tony said she's going to help me through it, so.
She did.
Yeah, so she said, "Can you be fine?" And obviously I'm going to work hard and try to do my best. And it's just new stuff for me. This whole Broadway thing. I was in high school plays, so that's the last time I was in a play in high school. And that was before you guys were born. So.
What play was it?
It's a play I wrote.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a playwright as well? In addition to writing all of the hits, writing the soundtrack for our lives, you write plays as well.
It was high school.
It was high school.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure it was perfect.
Okay, well, you mentioned high school. We want to take a little bit more deep dive into your past, but we're going to take a break first, and we'll be back with more of Babyface.
Good deal.